I'm having someone write it, or like I'll be calling this phone. Sometimes it's deal for me to call and tell him, I'm gonna keep in touch with my dad. Maybe I might tell him what the week we'll see for the week, or I can check out the blog post. Make sure you watch Connor's video about what happened. Start watching these dope videos in general. You want to be here, and it'll satisfy your YouTube urges until I get.
What's good with it, y'all? You know who it is. Matty Drew, 3U's, aka Matty Drew Live, reporting live. And I'm actually reporting live with some actual news this time. I was just on IG and I had seen that my boy Brandon Carter, put a picture of him right here. Brandon Carter actually was involved in an arrest with Connor Murphy, who is also a YouTuber. So they're both YouTubers, and from the stories that I've read thus far and the videos that I've seen already, that Brandon Carter went down to Austin because he was doing some work, some collab work with Connor and Cassidy from Train to Look Good Naked down there in Austin, and they had Connor had an idea to do a video prank. And so basically it was supposed to be along the lines of, Connor gets a reaction out of a group of ladies or whatever, and Brandon's supposed to come and not necessarily break it up, but to come to Connor like, yo, dude, like you're a douche, like you're a jerk, yada yada yada. Like you're not. I've seen your fitness videos before, and like your channel's trash. This and this. Like you don't teach real fitness or whatever. And they were supposed to like pretend to get into a fight, but before any punches were thrown, they were gonna break out into like a dance or like a patty cake type deal. And it was supposed to be like all fun and games, you know what I mean, all in good fun or whatever. And that didn't happen. What happened was before Brandon Carter was able to even put his hands up, he got tackled by the police. Okay, the police came, infiltrated the whole scene, threw my boy Brandon Carter down to the ground, and they didn't touch Connor Murphy at all. Like if you watch the video, I don't have the edit software to link to place the video in here. But if anything, I'll like screenshot it at the moment. But I'll link the video in the description. But if you watch the video, Brandon Carter puts his hands up because they're about to do the patty cake or whatever. As soon as he puts his hands up, the police come out of nowhere and they tackle him to the ground. And that was not a part of the video. That was them doing their job or whatever. But they tackle him to the ground. Nobody touched Connor Murphy. And I personally thought that was crazy because regardless of the fact, if you have two people getting into an altercation, if you got more than one person getting into an altercation, you're supposed to remove both parties from it to keep everybody safe. But they didn't touch Connor Murphy at all until after the fact. It was two cops. They both tackled Brandon Carter to the ground. Brandon Carter was completely like law abiding, and he went to the ground, didn't resist or anything like that. They started putting his hands behind his back, and then one officer looks behind him, sees Connor, and he gets up. He gets up from Brandon and he grabs Connor and he's like starts trying to bring Connor to the ground, but Connor is not resisting, so he just like falls on the ground or whatever. And they arrest both of them. Connor Murphy and Brandon Carter got arrested, and Connor Murphy and Brandon Carter got arrested, and so afterwards they're starting to like talk to him and everything, and then they're trying to let him know like, yo, this is a prank, like we're not for real, we're actually buddies, like we came to do this video, this and this, like don't arrest us because don't take us to jail, excuse me, because it was just a prank. And according to Connor Murphy, he said that some officers were laughing, like they thought the idea was funny or whatever, but some officers didn't think it was funny, and they actually let Connor Murphy go. But Brandon Carter went to jail. He actually got booked for resisting arrest. And if you watch the video, like I said, it'd be in the description. If you watch the video, that Brandon Carter didn't resist arrest. I'm sorry, he didn't resist arrest at all. As soon as, because first off, he didn't have time to resist arrest. He put his hand up. He put his hand up. They were like, "Yo, man, your channel's trash. This, and this." He goes like this, hand up. When he got to this motion right here, he gets right here. He's on. He in midair. They bringing him to the ground. Okay, like don't get me wrong. They ain't like full blown like Ray Lewis tackle him or nothing like that. But they took him out. You know, like they got his hands and everything, and they brought him to the ground. And as soon as they got him to the ground, they started trying to put his hands behind his back. So I'm watching the whole video, and I'm trying to figure out at what point was he resisting arrest. Because me personally, I didn't see him resisting arrest. And I'm looking at his head. I'm trying to see his face. The officer has his knee and his head like in the ground or whatever. So he's not even talking. He's not even talking. So they book him for resisting arrest, and he's still in jail right now. This happened on Wednesday, I believe. It's Wednesday the 1st. It's Friday the 3rd. He's still in jail, and he's in Austin, Texas. And there's not going to be no judge over the weekend. So my boy is definitely going to be in there until Monday at the latest, at the earliest. Excuse me, Monday at the earliest. So, and for like, I don't mean to put his business out there, but he already said it in his video that he released on his channel. So I'll just go ahead and reiterate it. You know, some people may not know, but Brandon Carter already has like, you know, like not even a criminal background, but he's had run-ins with the law before out there in New York, because you know he's originally from New York, and he has some stuff on his record already. And from listening to what he said on his channel, it sounds like he's a little bit worried about that might actually have something to do with like his case here, because even if he's released, you know, if he talks to the judge and he's released, he still has to go to court. And with him having to go to court, you know, they pull up your background and whatnot. So sounds like he's afraid that might have something to do, like that might hurt him in the long run or whatever. And so I just think the whole situation is ridiculous. Brandon Carter definitely wasn't resisting arrest. And if anything, if Conor Murphy got released, Brandon Carter should have got released too. I'm sorry. Like, you know, and I've been reading comments and everything on other people's videos and everything, and people like screaming white privilege, like this is what white privilege looks like, you know, and racism, this, and this. And I'm not throwing none of that stuff out there. I just believe in equality. At the end of the day, if altercation is an altercation. It takes two people. Take two to tango. Okay, so if one person is involved in an altercation, you got to get the other person as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just right. Okay, so they did the right thing by arresting both of them, but then they let Conor Murphy go, and they kept Brandon Carter, and they charged him with resisting arrest. So like I said, if you watch the video, my man wasn't resisting arrest. So it leads you to wonder, you know, like, what really happened, you know what I mean? Like, what was the real reasoning behind it? You know, he said in his video that it's towards the end of the month, you know, with the end of the month, you know, cops have quotas that they have to hit and everything, so on and so forth. So he felt like that may have had something to do with it as well. But it's definitely not cool, man. So like I said, I'll leave the link in the description so y'all can check it out. Y'all can go and form your own opinion about it. Just be respectful about it or whatever. Free my boy Brandon Carter, dude, because Brandon Carter, I done talked to him a few times. He's a cool dude, man. He always lends me the best advice. Cool dude, super solid. I like his content. And, you know, he keep it funky. He keep it 1,000, 1G. You feel me? So yeah, free Brandon Carter, dude. The dude he didn't do anything wrong, you know. And it's, you know, he didn't do anything wrong. I will say, shout out to Conor Murphy for taking ownership of it. He definitely said that the prank was all his idea, and that ultimately he didn't plan it out right. He didn't plan it out right. He didn't think it all the way through, and the result of that, a man is, you know, in jail right now. You know, a man is in jail facing, you know, losing his freedom, you know, for however long. It doesn't matter if it's a day, if it's 2 days, if it's a week, if it's a month, if it's a year, you know, losing your freedom is never cool. So, you know, shout out to him, I guess, for, you know, taking ownership of that. Either way, like I said, the whole situation itself is like just pretty doggish, pretty sucky. So, like I said, I'll leave the link in the video. Leave the link to that video in the description. Y'all be sure to go check it out. Leave a comment. Leave a comment on my video on what you think happened, you know, or go watch the video. Come back to this video. Leave a comment about what you guys think happened. Like the video, share the video, subscribe. It's your boy Matty Drew. I'll holler back at y'all in a little bit. Peace.